Hey folks, it's Lauren from Snowy's here today. I've got the Luno cargo hammock. Now this is really nifty the way that it packs up here. Nice and compact. It's about 92 centimeters wide by around about 16 centimeters, or 92 long by about 16 centimeters wide when it's fully packed up. And it is made from a ripstop nylon with a bit of a polyurethane sort of coating there. And I'll show you how to set it up in a minute because it does take a little bit to install it, but we've got a couple of anchor points that are reinforced with some webbing, and that's going to be across the front section here. You do have on the back a little arrow that says front of vehicle, so you know when you're installing it exactly the direction that that's going to go. When it is installed, you've got this front zip pocket here. So even if the cargo hammock itself is packed away, you can still have a little overhead storage compartment on your cargo hammock, I guess, storage case really here. Hold up, to make sure you don't miss any of our awesome content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get back to it. So to install this, the first thing that I'm going to want to do is head to one side of my car. So we're going to attach, might come into this section here. So we're going to attach, making sure you've got the front of the vehicle arrow heading to the front of your vehicle, obviously makes sense. So we're going to attach our first little straps around the handle grip on the passenger row of your vehicle, like so. We'll tension it up later once we've got everything sorted for that. And I'm going to go to the front door and do the same with the driver's side handle. And I'm going to come around the other side and we're just going to do the same in reverse. We will connect through to this handle here, and then we'll connect again to our fourth point of contact up through the handles and connecting in place. So before I tension up the end of the hammock, I'm actually going to unzip the whole way along here and get our cargo net out. So we're going to unroll that, and we'll see on the end here we've got a nice rigid bar to help keep tension on it and stop it from collapsing in on itself. And then we've got two tie points on the end here. Now, if you have a look in the back of my car up the top, I don't actually have car seat anchor points. Some cars do have them in the back of their vehicle, but I don't. So if you do have them in the back of your vehicle, you can attach them straight to that. But if you don't, like me, we'll come around the back of the car, and what I'm going to do is unclasp this little section here, and I'm going to use the paracord. I'm just going to feed it through the little hinge for my boot. I'm going to feed it through and hold it like this, and then I'm going to lock it into place. Now, this is a really good fix. As I said, if you don't have those child seat anchor points, it's just probably something to be mindful of if it's really heavy rain. You might get a little point here where the door seal has a tiny little bit of ingress, but unless it's absolutely bucketing down and it's really long, prolonged rain, you shouldn't really have too many issues at all. So I'm going to do the same on this side, feed it through and loop it like so. Now, once I've got all 6 points anchored away, I'm going to start to adjust the tension on them. Now, there is a little locking pin on here, so you're going to want to flick that open before you do the adjustment, and that's really handy because the cargo net itself does have a weight rating of around about 27 kilos. So you're going to want to make sure that, you know, if your cargo net can hold 27 kilos, you want to make sure that your little tensioning buckles are also going to stand up to that weight. So that's where that little locking clip comes into play. So I'm just going to tighten that to about there for now. And then I'm going to come around the side and I'm just going to basically do the same as I did on the back end there, and just be adjusting the tensioning straps across each point like so. And it might take a little bit of playing around for you to get the perfect tension on your straps. So now that I'm really happy with the tensioning on this upper section, I'm going to quickly pop down to the end of the boot and give that another quick tighten off. So now I've got all 6 anchor points done. You can see there's a really nice tension on the gear hammock. I could probably go a little bit tighter on these points at the back here, but just the way that it is, it's nice and sort of taut. Once you've also put some gear in there and it sags down a bit, you probably also want to do a little bit more fine tuning. But as you can see, this sort of rigid pole that we've got at the base of the cargo net keeps it nice and spread wide, so it's not collapsing in on it. Even if you're putting heavy bits of gear and things like that, it's still going to keep its shape really well. So the gear hammock is actually pretty handy to have in your car just as a day-to-day thing, as long as you don't have any super tall people sitting in the back here. But we've got a couple of, it's a bit awkward, so just bear with me through here. So we've got, of course, your storage section across the whole top of the hammock. You've also got these little loops, little webbing loops on the side that allow you to hang things off of. Maybe you've got like a set of keys, or potentially even like a radio on a carabiner or something like that. We've also got these 2 pockets from the side here that you can access easily from underneath. As you can see, I just chucked my phone in one, probably also fit my drink bottle in another one there. And this cross-shaped webbing that's stitched through the hammock as well is really good for maintaining that integrity. So if we've also got this section here, which is not open on this side, it's only open on this right-hand side here. And of course, as I'm sure you probably realized already, this is for something like an iPad or a tablet or your phone. So you can feed that through. Oh, let me just get my screen up here and put it above you. So in conjunction with your Luno mat before you're laying in the bed here, you can have your tablet or your phone above you. You can stream a movie or something like that, which is really handy for if you're camping on a cold winter's night and you want to snuggle up in bed and watch something. And then you've also got, as I showed you before, that pocket from the top here that you can access as well. So that's about it for the Luno cargo hammock. With the 27 kilo rating, obviously it's going to hold a lot of gear, and your 6 points of adjustment there means that it's going to be super flexible for fitting in any vehicle, whether you're car camping or just as an addition to your day-to-day. You can get this at snowies.com.au at our low prices every day.